Hey everyone, welcome back. Can we just talk about how TikTok is the cause of so many of my bad food life decisions lately? I saw this recipe on TikTok and it was for corn ribs, which sounds really weird, but looks really good. So today we're gonna make the TikTok corn ribs. There are zillions of recipes on there, so I've just looked at dozens of them and sort of pulled the general gist of it, and we're going to make them in the air fryer. I've never tried it, so we're going to see how it goes. I think it'll be good. Everybody raves about it. Again, part 2 of trying out TikTok foods. Let's hope it works. As with most of these TikTok recipes, it is not a complicated ingredients list. You're going to need some corn. I have these 3 small ears of corn. You're going to need some butter. I'm going to use this base cell, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, or any oil, but I think olive oil would be good. Some lemon juice, some smoked paprika, a little bit of chili powder, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. That's it for the ingredients. Obviously a bowl to mix everything in, an air fryer, or you can use your oven, but I wanted to show you a recipe with the air fryer. Let's get to the complicated part. Okay, so the most difficult part of this recipe is cutting these suckers. I've seen it done multiple ways on TikTok. I'm not convinced of which way is better. The consensus seems to be the safest way to do it is to go from the top and work your way down. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to put this underneath my cutting board so that it's secure. Safety first, she says as she tries to cut a cob of corn with a knife. Oh, there we go. So you want to cut these in fourths. I think once you've cut it down the middle, yep, you can just do it. I think you can just do it this way. Oh my God. Why does this have to be so hard? This is definitely the most difficult part of this recipe. I would, if you have a family member with a bit more muscles, you can get them to help you do this. So I'm going to do this for all 3 cobs of corn. And oh my God, give this recipe a try. I don't think they have to be perfect. It is super windy here today. I had to go chase my outside chairs down the street, and my garbage can was also tipped over. We've got up to 70-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. I mean, it's sunny, which is nice. I'll just finish this and I'll be right back. Whew. That was quite the process. All right, so I have my corn in there. Now we're going to make the sauce, the coating mixture. And we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of, well, actually 3 tablespoons of margarine, which is pretty much the rest of what's in here. Now that I look at it. So I'm just going to put the rest of this in there. And we're going to melt this and then add the rest of our ingredients. So I'm just going to melt this really quick in the microwave. Okay, so I have my butter melted, and to my melted butter, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. There we are. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of the smoked paprika, and 1/4 teaspoon of the chili powder. And then salt and pepper to taste. Well, don't do that. I should edit that out. But those of you who have watched my cooking videos before know that I usually do something that should be edited out that I don't edit out. Okay, let's just taste this. Yum. Okay, so now I'm going to pour this over the corn and give it a good toss. You want to get all of those kernels coated with this. All right, so that's that. Now we're going to put it in the air fryer. So the recipes that I saw online all said cook it 400 degrees in your air fryer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to give it a shake after 5. I probably can't do these all in one batch because I have a fair amount of corn here, but let's see. So I'm just going to lay them in. Try and leave a little bit of space in between. The thing about the air fryer is you have to leave room in between the items for the air to circulate. So you don't want to overload it. All right, so I'm going to try these. I'm going to put them in the air fryer and we're going to see how they are. I'm just going to start them at 5 minutes, and then we're going to see, I'm going to show you what they look like. We're going to toss it. The first 5 minutes is up. Let's see what these look like. Starting to brown a little, so I'm going to give them a toss. And now I'm going to put them in for another 5 minutes. Okay, so they're done. Let's see what they're like. They've gotten crispy. And they smell really good. So I'm just having a snack. So I've made some carrot sticks. And we're going to give them a taste test to see what all the fuss is about. I mean, these would be a great snack. And they're not super unhealthy. I mean, well, they have butter and oil, so they're not a health food. However, let's see what these are like. I'm dying to know what these taste like. Let's hope they're not a disappointment. I did sprinkle a little bit of pepper on here. So let's see. Those are delicious. I mean, seriously, you could certainly make these in your oven. I think especially if you have a convection oven, so the air circulates and they get really crispy. But I love corn. If you don't like corn, this isn't the recipe for you. But if you do, this is delicious. Next time, I would probably add more garlic and onion powder, maybe a little bit more paprika. Super easy recipe. The hardest part was cutting the darn corn. And yes, it makes a mess. Corn kernels do go everywhere. just be very safe while you're doing that, because I think that's the potentially dangerous part of this recipe. But what a great snack idea for game night, or if you're coming over, you have people coming over to watch Super Bowl or the Grey Cup if you're in Canada. I hope you like it. I'll put the full recipe that I used down below in the show notes. You know how much I love food. So I really love trying these recipes, and like I say, TikTok, the food side of TikTok is really a black hole, because there's so many good recipes, and so many of those recipes are easily veganized, and so I kind of can't help myself. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go and eat these, and I will see you next Wednesday.